When I took that screenshot for the thumbnail, it looked like I'm two different people. Like I've got all wrinkles on one side here, and then the other side looks a bit fresher. But hey, I'm indecisive. There you go. I don't know whether or not I want to do a reading or whether I want to listen to music because I feel like I just want to dance. So I've been listening to a lot of upbeat music, but I want to do a reading, and then I've been kind of distracted from doing a reading. Are we doing a reading? We're doing a reading. Good evening. It's 2020 when I went live. Does that mean something? There's judgment, 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 judgment. We're going to do a live. We can't go in the office because Emily is watching movies in the office. Let's just look into the energy. Let's just go with the flow. I'm not going to be on for too long because I've got an early shift in the morning, which means 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock clock. The alarm clock. Anyway, we won't think about that because I don't feel tired. I feel like I could dance. And Emily showed me this little piece of paper, and I believe that it came out of a, what do you call them? Oh, what do you call them? Fortune cookie. And it said, the nighttime is for you. Oh, no, sorry. The nightlife is for you. I think that's what it said. And I thought, yeah, that's the feeling I'm feeling. I feel excited as well, as if like preparing for, you know, a night where you get to let your hair down. Should we say that? So there's music and you're vibing and you're jiving. Listen, come on, let's just go with this energy this evening because it's nice. What was that outside that fell over? Maybe you're having a bit of a drink and I don't know. Material harvest and it's fallen on its side. So, okay, I want to say, like, do I swear? This has been a big thing about swearing. Okay. Not really giving a fuck. Fuck the other stuff. I'm going to have some fun because it's on its side. So, I don't know. You only live once. Attitude. It's on its side. Let's put it back on its side. So, let me have a look and see what else wants to come out here. Balance. Finding balance within your life. Letting your hair down. Having some fun. Having a little drink. You know, there's no harm, is there, in lightening the load, lightening the mood. So, yeah, okay. Right, balance. Raising your spirit. Raising your expectations is coming through. You know, it's bloody cold. Lucy, don't swear, I know. I pulled my daughter up for swearing today. It was like kind of, Emily, 3 Emilys in a row. And then she said to me, why did you respond like that? I said, something happened inside that I responded when I heard my daughter swearing. It was like, but the thing is, I pulled some kids up yesterday about swearing. I said, who are you talking to? And then they told me, I said, be polite. And I was like, what's going on, Lucy? And then I've had a conversation with a co-worker tonight, and that was like one of the distractions because I was going to go live about 7 o'clock. And then I met up with my co-worker, and he said that he had been told off today about swearing. The thing is, he's not English, so he doesn't think that his, what do we say, his translation is very good. I think he speaks great English, but he thought that when you said to someone, you know, you're taking the piss, wasn't swearing, and he said this to like a manager. So that was worth a bit of a giggle. But we spent some time together, and it felt like it just lightened the load. It was just nice to just chill out, have a chat outside of work. You know, that kind of energy. God, I'm a right chatterbox today. I tell you the music. Okay, because I'm happy, clap along. Can't stop the feeling. That kind of music. Oh, Lucy, you're hyper. I know. I thought we was getting an early night. Maybe not. I'm looking at a bag for my company I work for. My company. Just take over. I tell you what I've noticed. They've all become huggers. My department is very huggable, where I believe that when I first went there, they were quite hostile. So there's a nice little unity forming within the cluster, should I say, that I work within. It's beautiful. Like they're just so loving. It's amazing to see. But the other departments, no, it's but I think we're trying to mingle with them a little bit, like give them a little hug here and there. So you have a few from different departments. But I was thinking this today. It's like, well, tonight, it's like we're the department you come to if you want a hug and you want some love. That's an awesome. It's like that's awesome progression. So, balance. Was it wise to come on? I don't know. I feel a little drunk. I haven't been drinking. I've been extremely tired though all week, and although I have been at work like every day all week, and I've been feeling it, and I've been feeling it like on my legs, but not tonight. Not today. Not today. My legs are like they got soul in them. Okay, so there's accelerated motion. I can feel it. I don't even think that's a song. I could probably make one up with the way I'm feeling. Ooh. Good evening, lovely Lucy. Good evening, original. I'm a bit high, you know. Yeah. Accelerated motion. Woo. So things are happening quickly in the ethers. Now we've got financial and material changes here. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you that it's cold. My hands are so cold. I'm taken here because like his hands like red here. That's what I feel like. My hands are red. It's cold. It's been a warm day. I feel like half my face just looks completely different. It's been a warm day, but tonight is cold. And I tell you what ruined my vibe earlier when I was listening to like my music. So I just put on YouTube and it just kind of chooses songs, doesn't it? And goes on a roll. And then Everything She Wants by Wham came on. And then I felt drawn to like Wham. And I felt drawn to music. And then I listened to, and what drew me to it was because just before 7 o'clock I was going to come on and go live. But before I pressed the live button, not knowing that my co-worker will be calling and we're going to, you know, have a little catch up, I'm Your Man was like waiting, like in the recommended. And I chose to press that and listen to the 12-inch version of I'm Your Man by Wham. And then I got a phone call and put that, you bet! I'll make you rich, I'll make you rich, I'll make you poor, you bet, you bet. And then I think it says, Mr. Wrigley, please do your stuff. It's a good version of it. Okay. Yesterday, though, I felt like I was on a Madonna day, Vogue. Okay. I listened to like the 12-inch version of Vogue, 8 minutes long or something. That's how long it took me to walk to work. So I'm changing, I don't know, something, the frequency, because I'm listening to a lot of music. Right, financial material changes. We're going through the change. Midlife crisis, it's not called that, is it? It's a midlife transition. I don't know who I'm chatting to here, but patience and planning. Look, it's right there. I think that's the excitement. It's like right there. You just got to walk through. You've got to walk through the pillars, okay? Let's read this card. Original, how are you, my darling? Oh, you wrote to me. Okay, you're interestingly, are you? But that's how you've answered. I was says, by that, I felt like I was in space earlier. Well, yes, I mean, I like a boogie wonderland. Oops, yeah, I meant to say, no oops about it. Meant to say, interestingly, I was saying I could see space in my eyes. Could see the particles that float in space, but they were missing me. Oh, I was seeing energy yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Let's have a look at this patience and planning. The Seven of Pentacles. So I'm taken automatically to the fact that we have a lot's going on, like with the material, lots going on, lots going off. There's lots going off in the material world. So you kind of want to have a retreat from that, a break. It's like, what do you say? We take a break from the old routine. Yeah, sounds good. Nine of Pentacles. Interesting, that's a Divine Feminine's card normally. And so maybe he's feeling light-hearted, like the Divine Feminine's energy is. The Five of Pentacles, financial material changes. Interesting, it's focusing on the rings here. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So really all Pentacles, because we've got the other two cards are to do with light space. Because we've got a major arcana, so balance. It's like, it's not being taken out of our hands, but maybe for a while we just want it to be taken out of our hands. To not care. Oh, about the worries of the world. Okay. Oh, tiring. Look at the wings here. Letting them, well, unfold, letting them out. So, a major arcana, and then the Eight of Wands, accelerated motion. It's normally just all rods in the air. There's not normally people in there, but there is. So there's a person here. There's a person, it's a feminine, isn't there? It's what she wished for, because it's a shooting star. Patience and planning. I felt that energy of patience and planning actually coming from this feminine. It's like she's been patient, and it's like she was planning on this happening. So it's, well, it's a good plan, but it's more about, she's planned for this moment. Patience and planning. Interesting, because I'm like taken to, for you to walk like through these pillars, which I feel will be, well, I feel on one side is the High Priestess, because she has two pillars, and then on the other side is a Hierophant. That's what I was taken to. And the High Priestess and the Hierophant are counterparts. The Hierophant can be known as the High Priest. Accelerated, no, we're not going to accept, well, we are going to accelerated motion, so it seems. Let's have a look at this. This card represents, oh my goodness, I've got a story to tell you. Anyway, I've always got a story or two. This card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. Okay, let me tell you this sign I saw today. I was on my break at work, and I was sitting with a lady. We was outside, and as we was going back in, this doggy came round the corner, and he just kind of stopped and stared at me. So I crouched down. I didn't crouch down on all fours, but you know, I squatted down. So that he could, like, well, I don't think it was a he, I think it was a she. A beautiful fluffy thing. Could jump up and like kind of just nuzzle my head, you know. Hello, how are you? And, you know, you want just some loving. And then I don't tend to talk to actually the owners, talk more to the dog. And my co-worker was just kind of observing all this. And then I said to the owner, I said, no, I didn't actually. I said to the doggy, I said, and what's your name? And the lady said to me, Hope. The dog's name is Hope. And I went, of course it is. And it kind of came in, and I told my co-worker the link. I told her the synchronicity. But then I told her, I said to her, it's telling us to have hope. She was worrying about her daughter. So, and I was trying to say to her, it will be okay. Like, to have hope. So, but then that took me to that I was out on a walk one day, and a doggy came towards me. And interestingly enough, what kind of took me first by surprise was the gentleman walking like towards me in the distance. He resembled like my divine masculine, so that kind of triggered me. And then the dog stopped, and it was an interesting discussion actually, because the owner told me that the dog had a medical condition, So I kind of bent down and I just kind of had a chat with the dog. And I said, you know, you're healed and are you okay? Just, you know. And then I asked, you know, what the name was, and the dog was called Angel. And it was like, of course you are. And then I was actually on a session, and we was in a parkland. So it was in the park. And I found this grassy area to be able to do a reading, and I had this lady with me. And we had been talking about how, well, she had been telling me about how she didn't really have any get up and go. She's just kind of, she felt like her life was a little bit fake. And really underneath it all, she was quite unhappy. But you wouldn't have thought so on the surface. And a dog came over to us. And obviously, the same thing always happens. I talk to the dog and connect. And then I asked the owner, or I asked what the dog's name is. And the dog was called Mojo. And I went to her, see, you've just lost your mojo. It's cool. So just look for the sign. So I met a dog today called Hope. This card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. The conditions around you are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. Luck is on your side, and your enthusiasm is at an all-time high. It most definitely is. Brace yourself as you finally, I just felt that was like, what do they call it? Space. The final, I want to say like the final frontier. Is that right? Some kind of Star Trek thing going on. Okay. Brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualized. And that's kind of that energy of you made a wish and it's coming true. And you plan for this. It's your wish. It's your desire. It's your vision. Your imagination. How cool is this? Brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you worked for and visualized. This is a call for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? Be wise and take advantage of these ideal conditions. Now isn't the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith, and go with the flow. This strong current is taking you to a positive outcome in future. How cool. I ride this wave. That's cool. Told you I feel really high. Right then, should we have a look at the Oracle of Shadows and Lights? Why not? I thought we was going to end with that. Well, maybe not. We're changing it around. I am cold though. I do have some gloves. I did and on whether or not I wanted to put some gloves on. Maybe for a little bit. Oh my goodness, my arms are chilly. What's going to come out of this deck then? What are you preparing me for? I felt like that earlier because earlier on I put the gloves on because I'm cold. And, but I wanted to wear my bangles. I still haven't got my bangles on. It's just another manic Monday. It's Friday. It's a manic Friday. It could be a manic weekend for someone and they just... I remember when I went through a spell where every weekend it was like hell in my house. And I just wanted to lock myself away, and it lasted for 6 weeks because I remember spending like 6, when everyone was home, I just wanted to be on my own in the bedroom. It was just utter chaos and the tension was just so bad. And I remember like for 6, and I cried. It was just so lonely and sad, and it was like, what the fuck is going on? For 6 weeks I spent, and then it erupted, and then it needed to erupt, and then I gained back control. And then after that episode, I mean, I think I vowed to myself that I never let myself get that kind of in that state again, or allow others to affect my state of being, my well-being, to give away my power so easily. And we all learnt from that experience, which made us into just, well, it's even more of a transformation. It's just an amazing transformation that we can actually talk about like that. and then kind of go, wow, we don't even handle situations. We handle them so differently. Progression, growth. It's amazing. Okay. Obstacles. Well, all I can see is challenges. So do we have any obstacles? Have a look at this. What I can see here. Challenges. Breathe, please. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. Right. Oh my, yeah. See beacon fairy guidance, but where will it lead you? Let's just see what the divination message is. And then I'll pull a card. What page is it? Well, what number? It's number 3. Okay. We're going to the divination message. It's small, look, the message. A perfect solution to a problem has been presented to you. How awesome. But whether it is wise to take it is another thing altogether. You may have more resources and opportunities that you are aware of. Okay. It doesn't say that. It says you may have more resources and opportunities than you are aware of, or than you are allowing yourself to believe in. Do not be too quick to follow the first opportunity that comes. Wait and check both your sources and your inner wisdom. There are many paths and many solutions. Not all advice will be right for you. Should I stay or should I go now? Right, well. Let's give these a shuffle. This one here. 2 cards. So there's 2 cards, but there's 3 sections to the readings in like the meanings. So if I went to the divination, this is what this card is about. This is what they want to tell you. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Spice Girls. Okay, Spicy Girls. We've got to look at the card first. Okay, so this is about, isn't it? About 41. Nautilus Princess, powerful personal growth. So this is about powerful personal growth. It most definitely is. I've touched on the topic. It's one of those shells that you send them at. You hope someone's listening. You send them a message, don't you? 41. Jeez Louise. Woo. My neck like feels stiff. I feel like I'm unstiffening my neck. What on earth was that noise? Nautilus Princess, about the Nautilus Princess. A big eye, I felt like. Although my daughter's got extremely big eyes, so that could be her just walking through the corridor. A big-eyed, beautiful mermaid surrounded by her floating, rich red hair, holds tight to a nautilus shell. She is an underwater, emotional princess, and she is growing in ways she never thought she would. Because it's so interesting, this. Okay. She is an underwater, emotional princess, and she is growing in ways she never thought she would, because soon she is to be the queen, and she must make decisions. She feels uncertain about how she will perform when she is elevated and unsure of whether she can wield her power. She is very thoughtful as she contemplates the future, but all around her are the symbols of her future success. That's amazing. Come on, I told you about the signs, so of angel, mojo, and hope. I said about wishing on a shooting star here, seeing the signs, synchronizations. Oh, right, then let's find out about this card. Card number 9. Oh, I feel like my heart is... the power of 3. And I felt the energy of Ted Rogers. I don't think I could do it. 3, 2, 1. But me and my daughter were actually doing that earlier. We were going 3, 2, 1. It was like it was counting down. So very interesting. We've got 3 witchy sisters, it says. 3 witchy sisters, but it says that the power of 3. So let's have a look and see what they want to say to you. Card number 9. It's quite funny. The three witchy sisters speak. We can sense around you some strange energy. Most definitely can. We could talk about that with the signs, because we were talking about the soft toys, Emily's soft toys that she has, and the bear, the white bear, and I said he always looks like he's unhappy, because he was sitting on the floor, and I said, what's wrong with you down there, Grumpy? And then she said to me, you can put your hands in him, and I said, I know you can. So I did pick him up, put my hands in, and I went to her, there's a banana in there, and she went, oh, that's where it is. And I said, it's been in there like before Christmas. And she said, you didn't tell me. I said, well, why would I tell you that there's a banana like in his pouch? I just thought you would put it there. And she went, no. Anyway, she had a banana, and then I went on to tell her about, I said, oh my goodness. I said, don't say that, like, I said, we used a banana like on the channel when there's negativity. And then she just made a joke about holding up the banana. If there is negativity, you just hold it up and then she said, and here we have the 5 of cups. That was actually the card she said. I'm sure she said that. Anyway, it's come out like that, so maybe she did. And she just said, just hold the banana up. And like, I said, the guys know what a banana means. It's just, we haven't like used it in years. So I felt the energy of negativity coming in. And also, before I left work, I picked myself up a box of Black Magic chocolates. I mean, they're the best chocolates ever. Ever? Well, they're up there, high on the list. But then I started thinking, oh my goodness, like I'm taking home this box of Black Magic. And I'm going to enjoy like gobbling that up and digesting it, and then, okay, this all makes sense now, and then let's just say, and then shitting it out. So we're just going to shit out the toxicity, because there's too many synchronizations. Like out in the hallway there's a couple of toys, and there's like, they're Emily's soft toys, but she's got them in the hallway, and there's a shark that looks like it's got its nose up something else's arse. And then there's a fox that's face down, and it's like shat out like a turkey bone. I'm like, what is this? Is this even a toy? And she said it's like chicken on a bone. Oh, it's not turkey, it's not chicken. And it's like, what on earth is all this coming out of all these like assholes? All makes sense. So I was like, and then what did she say to me? Oh, and then I said to her, I'm going to go and have a toilet. Not very feminine, anyway. I'm going to go and have a toilet. We just had a discussion about her swearing, because she said, why did you react like that? I said, I don't know what happened. Just hearing you swear. I said, you're my angel. So hearing you saying them swear words, I understand that you swear. I said, but you need to have respect and know when is correct, and it's not in the manner that you were like, it was just too much. Well, it wasn't, but my other daughter, like, she's older. I said to her, I said, I've never heard. She still goes, oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, a magical thing happened, because before I came on, I went to see Emily, and then I can't think what she done. She done something. Oh, what did she do? She stuck her finger up at me, but like, was we doing the 3, 2, 1 thing? And she went, ah. I said, that's what I like. The fact I like that you, sorry, Mum. The three witchy sisters speak. We can sense around you strange energy. And we three are turning, they're not, we're tuning. So we can sense around you some strange energy, and we three are tuning in so we can identify and explain to you what is happening in a wave of 3. Very clearly, very simply, and without any fear at all. Because this problem may not even be a problem. It is simply something you do not understand yet. Let us come in. Let us help you, and we will soon share exactly what it is. But you must help us by being aware, awake and alert to what is around you. I most definitely am. I mean, what is it with me telling people off like for swearing? It's like inappropriate. It's rude. Be polite. And it kind of something... I don't know. I apologised. I said to her it's something to do with me that I need to get a grip of. But I believe, I said, but you just have to understand that's the reaction that you get at the moment. Well, not at the moment. It's like, I don't want her, like, cussing. You can, I mean, I swear quite a lot, but my children never have sworn. And I don't swear anywhere near as much as what I used to. So, oh, I think, so I'm recognising within them, aren't I, a trait that I used to have, and it, not in a way, disgusts me. Well, it does. It's just a behaviour that I know is not beneficial. Okay, right then. Should we go to the enchanted map? That was interesting, wasn't it? Actually, let's go to the bottom of the deck and we'll read all of it. Grumpy Red Fairy, be your true self. Wow. Card number 8. The Grumpy Red Fairy is tired of being judged, and I felt the energy of 2020 when I came on. Judgment versus judgment. The Grumpy Red Fairy is tired of being judged by people busy sticking noses in her business, declaring she doesn't look happy enough, or saying that she should look and act and dress another way. She's very cross because it's tiring walking down the street or into school or around teachers or parents or friends or classmates who evaluate her. It's true. I mean, my daughter got really defensive. She's like, geez, just like, and so I was like, I'm not, well, by me saying it, it's not, like, I understand it's me. Like, there's something in me that's being triggered. Because I don't want to tell her how to behave. So what's going on? Are we just a bit grumpy? I don't know. Who's grumpy? Right. Oh dear. We just want to be happy. But we're all good, on good. I mean, in the end, she's kind of going, oh, she's writing on the whiteboard going, okay, turned it around to me, and it's like, bye. And I'm just trying to explain that that's the reaction I get. If you could just accept that, maybe she can just, like, I don't know. But she knows what triggers me. There you go. She's very cross because it's tiring walking down the street or into school or around teachers or parents or friends or classmates who evaluate her. It's time that she's quirky and punky and that she never... Oh, it's true. Sorry, it says it's time. It's true that she's quirky and punky and that she never smiles unless she truly wishes to. She's often silent and can feel very out of sorts, but she's never disruptive or unkind or cruel. Yeah. Okay, that's what I have an issue with. People who are disruptive, unkind or cruel. She just knows it's time to be real and not to fall into the trap of faking a smile. She'd rather frown till she giggles. Okay, the Grumpy Red Fairy speaks. I want to be me and be free without everyone giving me an opinion. I like being different. I won't be changing unless I want to. I don't need to change to fit in, I only need to be true to me. And the people who think I should be smiling or wearing a pretty dress and that I should stop messing with my hair, they can just deal with it. Some folks do gasp at tattoos, piercings, black clothes, but guess what? Some of the world's scariest looking people are the kindest and sweetest on the inside. You two are fiery, playful, defiant, and lots of fun. Be you, be rebellious even. Who's to say how you should look or behave? Conformist, that's who. Let's burst their boring bubble and go wild. But to be honest, that does bring us kind of back into the main reading when I kind of bring it away from my daughter. She's so cool and she's just so out there that I actually said to her, I said, who am I kidding? You've always been like this. You're just... But it's like she does things, I feel like, for a reaction. And she doesn't normally get it, but sometimes she can just push it just a bit too much when it's like, okay. Parental roles and all that. Let's have a look at the divination message. To some people in this world, sadly but oh so truly, it's all about fitting in, all about playing by the rules. And because they've put so many restrictions on themselves, they get very disapproving when others, like you and the Grumpy Red Fairy, feel free enough to be themselves, to express themselves in exciting and dynamic and creative ways. When the Grumpy Red Fairy comes to play, it may be time to really just be your own true self, whoever that is, from day to day. Wear black, experiment with your hair and your own personal style. Play the drums, they're so funny. I told you I've been really and I was playing the drums to Madonna, 12-inch version. I like the 12 inches. Oh, sorry. 12-inch version of Dress You Up. And the beginning bit goes... There's dun, 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 dun. Gonna dress you up in my love. Oh, listen to the whole of that. That was amazing. Like, but seriously, if I'm standing up, the legs are going. I'm just like, we've had a mixture of music. I think I've only been home from work like about 3 hours. I filled in a lot of rhythm in that time. And a reading. I do need to go and get some dinner though. Okay, how long we've been on for? What time did I come on to? So we're approaching 9 o'clock, I think. Don't think about the time, Lucy. You can burn the candle at both ends for one night. Or two. Oh. Okay. Jeez. You guys all good? No, it was a white fluffy dog, to be honest with you. A small white fluffy dog. Was it a small black fluffy dog? Hope. That's interesting, isn't it? You're referring to black and I'm referring to white, and it took me to like the yin yang. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Where did we get to? Divination message. To some people in this world, sadly but oh so truly, it is all about fitting in, all about playing by the rules. And because they put so many restrictions on themselves, I'm repeating this, aren't I? Let's just repeat it. Okay, what Dress You Up by Madonna? Yeah. And because they've put so many restrictions on themselves, they get very disapproving when others, like you and the grumpy red fairy, feel free enough to be themselves, to express themselves in exciting and dynamic and creative ways. When the grumpy red fairy comes to play, it may be time to really just be your own true self, whoever that is, from day to day. Wear black, experiment with your hair and your own personal style. Play the drums. Join a rock band, just don't fake it. Don't smile and be sugary sweet and all nicey nice just because you think that's how you should be. Be real, be authentic, be funny, be you. Try different things, find out who you are. Then the smiles that do come will be genuine and will warm the hearts of us all. Beautiful. Right, let's move on. Let's move on. The Enchanted Map. Gonna dress you up in my love. All over, all over. Gonna dress you up in my love. All over your body. Gonna dress you up in my love, in my love. All over your body. In my love. From your head down to your toes. Got 2 cards. Oh, Ghostlands in reverse. Oh, I don't know what it means. We'll find out. It's like pointing like to number, well, it's in between 17 and 18, nearly 18. But it's in reverse. Let's have a look at this. Card number 17. It takes me to like card number 17, like nearly 18, coming of age. My goodness, it's cold. Okay, it has like a little quote here. And it says, you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. When the Ghostlands card appears reversed, it's a sign that you're wandering in an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance. There is no point longing for that which has already gone or hasn't happened yet. Perhaps you've created a fantasy of the good old days or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Live one day at a time. Each day is a new beginning filled with truth and beauty. Stay away from the ghostlands of past and future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. That's so interesting because I feel the energy of like this is what you plan for, but then like you've surrendered it, Divine Feminine, and you're just living in like you're living, I would say, like it's in the now. So you're living in the now. Nice energy. Mountain in reverse. So the energy of like, you did plan for this, and it's like, did I? And it's like, yes, if you think about it, you did plan for it. Anyway, it says here, there is an obstacle in your inquiry. This is not the time to move forward. Wait a while, be patient, and a way around the mountain will be revealed. Pushing forward isn't in your highest good, and I don't feel you're doing that, Divine Feminine. Well, if you are, then pull back. Happy Friday, Channel of Love. Diamonds in the sky. Lucy's with them. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Oh, okay. This bottom card here, patience and planning. Hi, Gal Gal. Are you high, Gal Gal? I'm feeling extremely high and happy and jolly and excited. Pushing forward isn't in your highest good. Don't try to climb too high to grasp the prize that seems out of reach, because it is for now. If you exceed your limits, you'll find yourself tumbling down and you'll get hurt. Remain open to a new possibility rather than stubbornly forging ahead. Go with the flow. Things are happening quickly. Divine Feminine, things are happening quickly. Okay. We're going to messages from your angels. Now, what do I see first? I can see the Rumi deck. Is that the Rumi deck? Well, I'll have to find the Rumi deck now. Got to turn around. Hey, what's wrong with you? Isabella. Yes, the timing. Oh. Do you know what that takes me to? The video. Gorilla. Bruno Mars. And like there's a little, these girls are like slagging off this other girl, but they don't know that she's like in the back and she can hear, until the bloke comes in and calls her to go on stage. It's her time to go on stage, and they kind of look shocked, and she just comes and she just, I think, drops her cigarette into the girl's drink, and then she goes off and onto stage. But he introduced her as Isabella. Interesting. Ooh, I got a body full of liquor with a cocaine kicker, and I'm feeling like I'm 30 feet tall. Lay it down, lay it down. That's enough of that song. Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. Lay it down, Divine Feminine. Okay. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Let's read this. Ooh, look what you're doing. Look what you've done. But in this jungle you can't run. I've lost all tune now. Because what I've got for you, I promise it's a killer. You'll be banging on my chest. Bang, bang, gorilla. In answer to your question, yes, this situation is everything that you hoped it would be. It is still a good idea to keep your eyes open and pray for angelic assistance along the way. Even ideal situations require adjustments as you move forward. However, we angels foresee smooth sailing with this decision. The opportunity is even more favourable because of the timing. You just heard Walk Like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. So into music tonight. I was saying to my daughter, I told you about how I was speaking to Megan about past life and whether she was connected, and I said to her, I feel like I was an Egyptian. So interesting. The opportunity is even more favourable because of the timing. Several pieces of the puzzle have now fallen into place. You have also learned some invaluable lessons that have prepared you. Your patience has paid off. And now it's time for you to reap the rewards. Take bold steps while listening to the wise guidance of your heart as you move forward fearlessly. Fan-fucking-tastic. Lucy, what's with the swearing? I don't know, everyone just seems to be swearing at the moment. I don't know. I've also been thinking this week about your circle of influence. So actually having a look at the people that you do associate with the most and whether or not they're beneficial for you. So a change in behaviour could obviously be an indicator that you've changed like your circle of influence. Who are the 5 people that you spend the most time with communing with? Oh, we got 3 cards, but I want to take this one. Where did this one come from? How did I not? Listen, it's like it's magic. Akasha, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Okay. You and me, baby, making love like gorillas. You have already helped many people by giving them guidance, advice and messages. You have a natural gift for delivering just the right words. It's a little bit funny, a little bit. It's a big bit funny, really. Oh dear. Oh. You have a natural gift for delivering just the right words, along with a healthy dose of... The springs in my bed just kind of sprung. Sitting on the edge of the bed. Okay. Oh my. Are we going to be able to hold it together without giggling? I can't promise anything on that subject, whether or not I'm going to giggle. Giggling. Oh, the grumpy fairy, didn't she? She would rather frown until she giggles. Oh my, okay, oh my. Anyway, did I tell you that the logo to the company I work for, okay, it says on it, make good things happen. Love to help as well. It's like across our clothing. It's cool. Oh my goodness. Oh please, come on. You have a natural gift for delivering just the right words along with a healthy dose of comfort and inspiration. Now we urge you to be available for even more people. Your heart will tell you whether your teaching work will consist of writing, speaking, giving workshops or counselling, or you may be guided to spontaneously help people whom you meet at the store, at school or at work. Please know that you are absolutely qualified and that we angels back you up with our supportive energy and loving words. This is your divine life purpose. Ask us to help you with your teaching work and we will do everything we can. Just amazing, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I feel so congested. What's happened to the voice? Look at these beautiful colours here. I feel like we're decorating. What shade do you like? I mean, I'm quite liking like these. I quite like all of them. Okay. Francesca, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Okay. Francesca. It's got cold again. Okay, what are these chills about? Rumi will tell us. I have faith. That's what I have in Rumi, faith. You have been asking God and the angels, what is next for me? Yet we have been waiting for you to make that decision for yourself. That is why you have felt stuck lately. This impasse occurs because you are afraid of making a wrong decision. We can help you to decide, but ultimately the next chapter of your life is up to you. It's upon the canvas of your life. Like an artist, you must decide what the theme, background and foreground will be within your picture. Take some time out to meditate, pray upon and contemplate this important decision. Be creative and maintain standards for yourself. But remember, if you don't make a decision, That's the same thing as deciding that everything shall remain the same. Wow. This is an awesome message, isn't it, tonight, guys? Let me get a Rumi card. A journey of love, we can do that. Oh, I can see. Let's get these out. Trying to see where you are on the journey of love. How are we doing? It doesn't matter. Oh, it's 50-50. I was going to say it doesn't matter about time, but I think it does because I think they're synchronisations. Well, I know they are. So we had 2020 when I first came on. That was the actual time. Greenwich Mean Time. And then I've been on for 51:05. It might not match up with yours. I think there's about an 8-second delay. Anyway, I think. Does it matter? Not really. I'm like kind of like shivering here. Shakti, need warming up. I definitely do. You know what this card's about, don't you? Wow, let's find out. Shakti, you come closer. Come closer. How close? Let's get close. Closer than close. Shakti is divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine. And she is the Kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love, that leads to enlightenment of our body. With our Kundalini coming alive within us, we cannot remain as we once were. It is impossible. We may try to lead the same lives, be the same in our relationship patterns, and perhaps even behave properly, but it simply cannot be done. Soon our disguise slips and people wonder what happened to her or what has got into him. We are on fire with the divine and we cannot help but misbehave. Totally comes in with this reading. We are no longer satisfied with trying to be the good child or fearing we are the bad child. We know ourselves instead to be the divine child. That child divine lives fully and with passionate fire, not doing things the way they are supposed to be done perhaps, but living instead from the heart. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain. I felt my body was aching like all week, not today though. Just need to point that out. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain, and sometimes the light within may seem so bright it blinds us for the moment. I felt like that was yesterday's energy, just seeing like vibration. But that will pass and the misbehaving will suddenly be seen for what it is. The old rules just don't fit anymore. You don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole world into the bedside reading lamp without burning down the house. Best to let that light shine as it was meant to in the big arena. Yesterday's song, let it shine. Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. This oracle brings you a message. You are going through energetic shifts in your subtle anatomy because your energy body and physical body have already begun to merge with each other. The yin yang, let's say that. The energetic shifts will affect your physical body too. It is always wise to consult a healthcare practitioner, but at least some of your physical challenges at the moment, from aches and pains to tiredness, are due to this energetic awakening. Take responsible action as you feel is necessary, such as tending to your physical well-being with healthcare that feels supportive, but also remember to rest. Get some time in nature and nurture your body as it is spiritually awakening into greater light. Page number 55, we're going to read this poem. I have watched you hurting and felt helpless to make life better for you. Loving you is having to make choices to let you be who you are, who you become, and all the who's yet to come. To love you is to ride the waves of your passionate embrace of life, ever mindful of the change in the wind and the occasional tempest brewing. Loving you is having to make choices, knowing it isn't my fault. I can still choose to take it personally or just be, while I listen and watch you unfold. Your heart is a beauty I will always love. It's a part of you that hasn't changed much over time. When I lie beside you and hear you breathe, when I touch your skin or caress your hair, you are timeless, and I choose loving you. Oh, so nice. Let's get another one of them. I just flicked like the box on the side. Well, it just took me to the first card that came out. It went on its side. Oh, it's chilly again. We just got the one card there. Thank you. Fire and ice. That's what I can feel. It's like, I'm wondering, we've got Shakti here. And then I'm feeling cold. Maybe that's what the energy is. It's just, it kept me warm. I mean, it's, like I said, it's been a beautiful day. So warm. I could have just worn a t-shirt, to be honest. But tonight, 37. This is interesting. How it's all coming in. Wow. We've still got to get to Rumi yet. Fire and ice. You are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being, without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial. There is passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things simpler, so just let go of the conflict and the complexity and choose one or the other. You are a grand enough soul to be able to withstand the rigours of depth, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through you, requires a willingness to stand at the centre of the pairs of opposites and eventually know that they are connected to each other, that they exist only in relationship to each other, to breathe and simply be. If you are consciously feeling the conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. Stay present, be patient and wait. There is nothing to fix here, just awareness to step into as divine creation continues to unfold through you. As you master this initiation, you will find a sweet nectar of bliss dripping within. This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now, you do not need to engage in it. Simply to be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until, like shitting it out. I'm sorry, that's just what it took me to. Oh. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now, you do not need to engage in it. Simply to be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to a clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it is not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realise this and have patience. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart, beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it is time to wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act as feels truthful for you. There is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes across a span of moments called time. There are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes. Whew, let's finish with Rumi. It's interesting that you wrote that, Gal Gal, because I spoke about, like, well, I was taken to, like, the Bangles, and I haven't got my Bangles on, but Walk Like an Egyptian, that was by the Bangles, and I sang in this reading, early one, it's just another manic Monday, and I said, no, it's Friday. I felt the energy of it's the weekend, and then I went on to say about, like, my 6 weeks of hell. When you just kind of think, how did things get to this point? And you allowed it to. That's really, yeah. I've got the card, thank you. Okay, do we have to read this one? Oh, I read this one the other day, I believe. The Celestial Rose of Ma. I suppose we best do, because I think it'll bring us different meaning. We'll have a look, because I'm so tempted to look at the bottom of the deck now. Let's have a look at that. Oh my goodness, I'm not even going to... Do I tell you what? I can tell you, like, this is like stuff that I just don't think is like acceptable in a way, even though it could be funny. Class, my child being rebellious, she's got this whiteboard, but then she picked up this smaller one and she turned it round, and I looked at her and I said, that looks like a vagina that was drew on it. And she said, yeah, it is. She said, that's been there like since we've like moved in, it's been there since I've had the board. And then she rubbed, and I went, okay, and she rubbed it out, and I said, well, actually that wasn't a bad drawing of like a vagina. And then she went, do you want me to draw it for you again? And I'm like, no, you don't really need to do that. And then she was like, made sure that she done it and then turned it around. So it was just like too much. I don't know. That's what it took me to. We'll just read the... should we read all this card? Oh my goodness, let's read all this card. I feel like it's a burden to read the card. Let's read the card. Card number 10. Okay, this could be interesting because I was taken to 2020, but half of that is 10, isn't it? So 10. And I feel like there's two sides. There's just two sides. Not two sides to a story. Well, there is. And more. We all have our own perception. So we all have our own story, don't we? Not everyone sees things the same way. How could they? They're not you, are they? Let's just read this. The taste of bitterness becomes sweetness in love. The searching in the dark finds the light of faith, revealed in love. Love transforms thistles into jasmine. Love layers heaven and gifts us with wings to soar into its mystery. Love transforms our every thought into a desire of the heart. O love, how divine is your luring. Beauty flows from your unseen face. Your very nature is radiant with joy. You manifest vibrant hues in every flower. Your touch dazzles all creation. Every particle is attracted towards you, longing to unite and dwell in you. Rumi. I feel that's speaking about you, Divine Feminine. And I feel that it's the Divine Masculine that's been offered this gift. So let's find out more. The Divine Mother offers... I feel this is the Divine Masculine speaking. Okay. The Divine Mother offers me her rose. How rich that gift may be, I tear my flesh on its thorns, and my blood flows. I curse myself. A lot of cursing going on. I curse myself for carelessness, and yet, in my desire to grasp this gift, it happens again and again. Then I realise, such is its scent, its beauty, how can I be tentative in my approach? My senses are drowned, they're drenched. My senses are drenched in beauty, and I long to inhale the exquisite perfume, to reach for the velvet dew of the petals, soft and delicate under my touch. Perhaps I will be scraped and I will bleed, yet that is not enough to deter me, to prevent me from accepting this gift. The magnificence of the bloom renders my struggle to enjoy it as a worthy, noble, essential pursuit. Of course, I understand something so precious must be protected. It must be allowed to live, more than this, to thrive. So those thorns are hooks that allow for growth, for those that will bear the pain of the ascent to the rose's blooming heart. And those thorns are barbs that keep away those that will consume the creation without appreciating its worth and beauty. Yes, those thorns serve essential purpose. I cannot begrudge them. For I love the rose, and so I love what is necessary for her to be. So I love the thorns too. I'd say that's the Divine Masculine speaking, but there's a lot coming through here, like I could look at that as being my daughter. And so I love what is necessary for her to be. So I love the thorns too. Okay. That's it for that. Thank you. We don't want to be getting bored now. A bored Lucy is not a happy Lucy, so then Lucy finds something else to do that makes us happy. This is true. It's a loud train outside. I just felt it was loud. Felt more like a spaceship coming overhead. Okay, Lucy, let's get one more card. It's a long train. That's the way it goes on love's train. You don't need no ticket to ride. The Angel Rasbar, 27. Okay, right, we're going to get this wrapped up now. 27. It's like the Divine Mother manifest. It's enough now. Just leave it in the hands of the Divine. Tell me the truth, I asked, love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the reoccurring joy of living, Rumi. The Master speaks of a den of riches, where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient, and yet ready to be claimed. Go scoop them up, urges the Master. The devoted ones look but cannot see. Where are these precious jewels, they cry, for we cannot find them anywhere. The Master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly. In service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honoured for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. Divine contribution is offered to those who wish to contribute to the world. The Great Beloved sees what's in your heart, what it is you wish to offer, and is saying yes. So you are empowered to serve, to assist, to offer a genuine spiritual contribution to this planet, to become a sacred hand at work for the will of heaven. Such is the capacity bestowed upon the soul that is wise and filled with love and therefore desiring to serve. So then do not doubt yourself, beloved. You have been blessed with this by the Master, to find the precious jewel of your own soul and claim it. Cast aside your doubts then. Yet perhaps this is not easy for you to do. Perhaps you look at the world, even in your chosen field of endeavour, and already you hear so many voices speaking. You wonder if your own contribution would simply add noise to a cacophony, if that's how you pronounce that. You may wish, you may wonder if you can really help, if you have anything genuine to add, or if there is just too much noise anyway. You may hesitate and become fearful. Do not despair, my beloved. It is part of your divine destiny to add something of great value to the world, something that has its place even amongst all that activity, something needed absolutely in the hearts of all. That precious gift is the true silence. The true silence is peace. It is the living experience of the eternal love of the divine that asks nothing but to be received and gives of itself unconditionally. That silence is present underneath even the most raucous noise, if one knows how to access it. The true silence can only be felt through the beautiful feeling heart. When you know how to feel for it, to surrender into it, you can transmit silence in many ways. Through the peace you cultivate in your heart, in your own daily living, through your presence, through your art, even through your voice written, sung, or spoken. Yes, even through sound, if that is your path of service. Silence can emanate through your voice, and divine silence can be felt in the heart of others. The true and great silence, as you may now realize, my dear angel, is not the absence of sound, it is the experience of the divine presence of love. So shall you trust in the wisdom of the Master who bids you to serve according to the graces you have been given? Will you choose to put aside your doubts and instead believe in yourself and the power of divine love that will reach out to the world through your willing soul? Ah, yes, I knew your brave heart would accept this empowerment. I knew you wanted to serve more than you wanted to fear. Whatever is in your heart is the method by which the great jewels shall be collected. The Master teaches us that we are built to serve according to a higher perfection. So if to dance is in your heart, then dance. Be open and free, do not hide, dance. If prayer is in your heart, then pray. If you can feed the poor with food, if you can give the despairing kindness, the lost your words, and those who have turned away from the great Master a healing touch, then do so. Do so without doubt, without having to be the best or the greatest or any other notion your mind conjures. Just be willing. Willingness, not perfection, is required from you. So then there is room for freedom to awaken in you. Willingness opens you to divine assistance, and through that empowerment, an even greater joy of being will grow within your sacred heart. Your service can flow from simply being yourself in the world, completely and utterly. Your radiance can become one of the sacred candles of the Holy Master. There are many candles that hold the Master's light, and yet each one of them is precious beyond compare. Be such a light. Scoop up the jewels through your service, and do not render yourself incapable through nightmares of false imaginings and smallness of mind. Yes, your heart is too big for your mind, and it will break it open, but that is okay. Do you think you only serve love, and are not also served by love? The helpers are always helped. This is love's way. Do you feel as though you are a foreigner in this land? Ah, Angel Rasbar shall show you the way then, for she knows you from a long, long time ago, though you might have temporarily forgotten the acquaintance. She is a great hostess and guide in this terrain of divine love, and she remembers you. You, who are great of heart and capable of contribution. You, who are now signing up for service in the great work of love. Yes, there is work for you to do. Your purpose is bestowed. Serve, assist, do not hold back for any reason. Not one reason you could imagine is worthy of you. So then aliveness, so then service, so then joy. Help and be helped. That is the way for you now. This oracle comes to you with guidance. You are being guided deeper into your life purpose and divine destiny, like a maturing adult who is ready to take on the mantle of a greater responsibility, your soul is stepping up. You are going through a process of assuming more spiritual responsibility for the honest and empowered expression of your own essence, and through that, your healing presence in the world is increasing. You are stepping up and forward onto your path. This is appropriate now. It will make you more visible, but that is as it should be. It is not about being worth more than another. It is about the utterly sensible use of a light, that it not be dampened down by a shade, but instead be placed where it can cast its fullness, so that others, still in darkness, may find their way more easily. This is efficient, intelligent, and sensible. Your success and growth is drenched in compassion and brings joy to the heart of the Master, as another and another find their way, benefiting from the light of your being. So shine true, be humble, but not dismissive of your gifts. Allow others to find their way more easily, because you choose to honour the power of the great silence that emanates through you evermore as you trust and surrender. This oracle brings special messages of reassurance that you are making progress and are indeed on the right path. Although it may not unfold exactly as you anticipate, it will indeed unfold. You are making a positive impact in the world, more than you consciously realise, and you are asked therefore to continue. Do not give up, do not turn back, just continue. Take your steps, your journey, and know that the great Master is aware of you and is sending the holy ones, including that wise ancient mother, Angel Rasbar, to bring you the blessing of the true silence now. Let it clear and soothe your mind and heart and help you remember the peace that dwells within you. All is well. We've heard that a lot this week. All is well. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to read whatever was next, and it's given me like the end of this poem here. Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavour to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. Rumi. There is a sweet spot when entering the garden of delights. Let's leave it there, guys. Okay, have yourself a fantastic Friday evening. I will catch up with you soon. So until then, hi Freebird. Let me just hi peoples. I'll just catch up on your comments, guys, before I disappear. Freebird, hi peoples. You said that Gal and I heard walk like an angel. Walk like an Egyptian. Did I say walk like an angel? Walk like an angel, talk like an angel, act like an angel. That's what I said to my daughter. I said, in my eyes, you're my angel. To hear all these cursing words, it's like, what? Enough. It's like, I'm trying to get to a grip of it, but I don't think that, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that will manifest anymore. I just flipped a load of cards over. Interesting. And hi, Wendy Hill. Lovely spending time with you today. Blessings, Lucy. Thank you, Wendy Hill. Let me see, before I go, look, I've got 3 cards that have just like popped over, and they're not the ones that we've already seen, but I need to visit like the big girl's room. I need to go to the toilet. We've got these 3 cards here. But let's have a look. Okay, we've got I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Let's leave with these messages. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. And then the final message is, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Well, this reading stated that, hasn't it? Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith. And don't try to force it to happen. Patience and planning, guys. Beautiful reading, beautiful energy. I might go and have a little boogie. Boogie Wonderland. Dance. Okay, I'm off. I'm not off, I'm on path. I've been told. Okay, I'm going to go now. I'll catch up with you guys soon. So until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.